Good day, Capricorn, and welcome to my channel. This is your weekly reading for August 19th to the 25th. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope this reading resonates with you. Universe speak, Spirits guide. What needs to be known? What lessons need to be learned? Seven of Hearts. 10 of Spades. 6 of Spades. And the King of Hearts. Okay, so your general energy for this week is the King of Hearts. Kind-hearted friend or lover. This is you. You're coming up as the kind-hearted friend or lover. And you're probably going to be challenged this week at some point of your kind heart. And so it's going to be a challenge, and you're going to have to try to keep that kind heart. You're most likely going to need your kind heart for some reason this week. Maybe to help somebody, or to maybe even help yourself. Maybe being kind to yourself this week. But either way, it will be challenged. Your kind heart will be challenged. But you are a kind-hearted friend or lover, and you are honest and trustworthy, especially during this week. Sometimes we can fall out of that. Like I'm saying, it's a challenge. It's going to be a challenge this week for you to keep that kind heart. There's probably going to be some things that pop up that just challenge it. And like I said, we can fall off sometimes and lose that kind heart and then regain it back. That's just human nature, pretty much, right? At the beginning of the week, you have the Seven of Hearts. You need to stop. You're doing too damn much. Yeah, you need to rethink your priorities. You're either doing too much at work, like you're doing overly what you should be doing at work, or you're doing too much for somebody, even at home, and you need to cut that fat because your priorities are hurting because of it. The beginning of this week, and I would say the whole week, it's time to focus on yourself, focus on number one. This could be part of the challenge right here, because by doing so much for other people and whatnot, that's you being kind-hearted, right? That's you being the kind-hearted friend or lover, by doing so much for everybody else and not thinking of yourself. And that could change your kind heart, because you start feeling like you're used or something by people or whatnot. And that's why you need to just cut the fat yourself, cut that off, and focus on number one. Still be kind-hearted, but you need to focus on number one and look at your own priorities, because they're hurting, because you've been doing so much for others. And then you need to focus on one priority at a time, finish it, and then do the next one, right? In the middle of the week, you have the Ten of Spades, disappointment and sadness. So here's another challenge. You're going to be disappointed and sad in the middle of the week. Who knows for what? It might be because you cut this fat off. Maybe people at work are upset, or the person that you cut off is upset, or whatever, and that could lead you to disappointment and sadness. And that would be another challenge on your kind heart. Do you fall into this and just stay there, or do you move on? And your moving on would definitely be here at the end of the week. You have the Six of Spades. It's time to travel. So some of you are probably traveling this at the end of the week, and others of you might not be. And this card is saying that you should. Okay, and that travel can be as far as America to Japan, to your house, to the local museum. It doesn't have to be that long of a travel. But just as long as you're traveling somewhere and you're taking a route that you've never taken, you're on a journey that you've never been on before. That's the thing about travel. And by doing so, that's going to bring you peace of mind, and it's going to help you move on within life, and lead to new things in your life. And I think that, yeah, you definitely need it, since in the middle of the week you're going through disappointment and sadness. This might be your answer to remove that disappointment and sadness out of your mind, is by doing some travel. So yeah, like I said, you're going to have your kind heart is going to be challenged here and here, definitely. But here, if you do the traveling, it's going to really help you a lot. Let's go ahead and see what the tarot cards have to say. Uh, Universe speak, spirits guide. What needs to be known? What lessons need to be learned? Okay, so you got the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is slow moving energy, right? But he needs to plow this field, and it's going to take some time. He needs to plant the seeds, and then he needs to plow the field. And so it's going to be slow moving. Everything is going to be slow moving here. I think that the biggest thing is to move slow when it comes to cutting this fat off. Move slow on it, and while you do so, focus on number one. Plant your seeds. Figure out your priorities. Plant your seeds. Plow those priorities and get them figured out, while also slowly cutting off the fat. I think maybe if you slowly cut off the fat, it will lead to less anger towards you for cutting the fat off. You get what I'm saying? That will lead to less disappointment and sadness in the middle of the week. So take it slow. Don't hurry. I feel like a lot of you right now, you're wanting to kind of hurry towards this, focusing on yourself, and that is a challenge to your kind heart, because you might be sick of doing so much for other people, and if you cut them off fast, you might come off as not so kind, right? So take it slow. Plow your field slowly. Focus on number one, but also cut the fat off slowly. That's just how I feel about that. So there you go. I hope this resonates. I hope it helps in some way. If it does, hit that like button. And if you would, please comment, share, and subscribe. I hope to see you back here next week. And until then, stay safe, stay mindful, and stay healthy.